Good morning, comrades and friends. My name is Terry Obestole, the Secretary General of ZINASU, which is the one and only vibrant student union in Zimbabwe, if not the world over. I would like to welcome you all to this press briefing, which comes in the wake of the successful failure of Robert Mugabe and his regime to sustain the tertiary education system. So at this particular juncture, allow me to give this opportunity to my President, Comrade Gilbert Mtubuki, to give us the statement that we have today.
Thank you, Comrade SG. Welcome, my journalists. We have gathered at a time where the student community is facing some serious challenges. We as Zimbabwe National Students Union, we are totally against the utter irresponsible behavior of the government of Zimbabwe and one comrade, President Robert Mugabe, who happens to be the Chancellor of all universities, among other titles. Then, 4 months after a new minister, Obam Chunguru, was appointed Minister of Higher and Tertiary Education, the University of Zimbabwe degenerated into a high school with other universities also fast depreciating in as much as their level of education self-delivery is concerned. ZINASU strongly castigate the manner in which the state and the government of Zimbabwe abuses academic and non-academic staff at state institutions, as it is not only corrosive slavery, but it also shortchanges the students who are forced to pay extremely unrealistic tuition fees, which are detached from Zimbabwean situation and norms. This colonial behavior by the government of Zimbabwe is what led the Zimbabwe National Students Union, in conjunction with the University of Zimbabwe SRC, to take charge and amplify the voice of oppressed students of the University of Zimbabwe and make it unequivocally clear to our pathological Zimbabwe leadership that enough is enough. Yesterday we had a massive, peaceful demonstration at the University of Zimbabwe as a result of anger which accumulated among the students as a result of the utter government neglect. This semester, students were forced to make one-off payments of extremely exorbitant fees, averaging $700 US in a decayed tax shop economy that is largely backed by petty street vendors, which our irresponsible government has long declared illegal, despite its failure to provide the millions of jobs which they promised the citizens of Zimbabwe. The government and the University of Zimbabwe administration have not been paying workers, both academic and non-academic staff, their salaries due since last year in November. The university staff were not getting their salary. This led to students being deprived of their right to education as lecturers down to their tools, resulting in stoppage of lectures, tutorials, and all other academic services that it gently paid for. Cooks who have also long been deprived of their salary down tools, resulting in hunger plague that hit students despite having daily parted with 400 for catering service. This was a Sarah Jevo to profession that flagged yesterday peacefully mass demonstration. This led the irresponsible Vice Chancellor Level Nyagura to give an hour eviction notice to students, and this eviction was implemented by battle stick, tear gas, waiting red police, which we, in partnership with Green Bombers, who happen to be victims of non-remuneration by the universities. This atlas move put thousands of students who stay in distant parts of the country in the streets. Female students and differently able students who have physical and visual impaired suffered waste from this baby dumping exercise. This demonstration is proof that the Right to Education national campaign that we were driving held results as students at campuses across various universities like Pindra University, National University of Science and Technology, Midland State University, Great Zimbabwe University, and UZ, where the right to education is denied on financial credit, took action in the projects of the government mismanagement of higher and tertiary education funds. ZINASU is totally against this small administration trade as it is a perpetuation of corruption at its zenith. After a phone call today from UZ SRC spokesperson Ian Chwanda, informing me that the University of Zimbabwe has betrayed and recalled students. As such, we are also demanding that that the students should be given the run of their money in as far as academic and catering services are concerned, since the student budget with lump sums of money for these services. The financial value of academic and catering services lost during this period should also be refunded. Moreover, ZINASU is also demanding the government to pay all academic and non-academic staff their dues so that students receive access to their right to education that they are forced to expensively pay for. Furthermore, as Zimbabwe National Student Union want to give a stern warning to the government to stop abusing workers and students for the cost of which will be regretted. We are also warning the government of Zimbabwe to implement Section 75, Subsection 1 of the new Constitution, which ensures the right to education to all students in this country. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, President, for such a clear position which is coming from the ZINASU. At this particular moment, I can call upon questions from the gallery so that you can respond in terms of the way forward.
Yeah, we are hearing that the students at the University of Zimbabwe have been actually recalled to come back on campus. He offered to risk this, and if they go back to campus, what we are paying again as the same leadership, what will we do, considering that the government is will most likely fail to cater for the service that led to these demonstrations.
We can get 3 questions if there are some. Still, some people want to get clarification.
Is the lecturer strike still on all state universities?
Okay. It seems as if we were done with the questions. I can give this opportunity to President to respond on the first question.
Okay. I think, first of all, I want to welcome the University SRC President Ustalos Sisi, who is here, and the Secretary General Trinity Mukweyo. I think some of these basic questions is directed to University of Zimbabwe. So, President, you can come and sit to my right.
Thank you, President.
I think the questions you were here when the questions were being asked, you can simply respond because I think you have the point person at the University.
Okay, thank you very much, Comrade President. As the University Commander-in-Chief, I think one thing that should be clarified, Professor Leva Nyakura wrote a memo in the morning that he's happily resuming work, progress at the University of Zimbabwe, but it's contradicting what's happening on the ground. Because the security personnel, members of non-academic staff, the lecturers, have told me personally that no, Comrade Ostalos, we're not coming to work because our money hasn't been paid. So we as the leadership in command, we've actually passed the resolution that no Opam Chinguri, instead of giving us mere cramped rhetoric on media and on newspapers, she should be very clear and send us a bank statement of the money deposited into the university workers' account. Our objective is very clear because it's affecting us academic performance and our health issues. We haven't been eating since yesterday and we slept in the bush, some slept in the streets, and that is a very serious crisis, gross violation of human rights by the institution and the government. So as the responsible leadership, I think to respond to that question, it's just a mere statement from Professor Levanyakura, who is happy but when people are in a state of alcohol. So it's contradicting what on the ground. So in terms of protecting our personal security, we urge all students not to go to campus for simple reason that we don't know what is going to happen. Why would you say students should come back on campus and then we see police with tankers approaching university campus? That is a threat to our personal security.
Thank you, Professor Salas. Then on the second question, which when you asked for clarification on whether the lecturers are still on strike, yes, the response is very clear and evidence there for all to see that the lecturers are not going back in terms of the strike. They are very bitter and they still demand their salaries which are owed by the government. Therefore, they are clear with their position that they won't resume work. And that is affecting us, the students, again, as we are clear that we also parted with our exorbitant tuition fees, which are in most cases diabolic and satanic. Therefore, we demand that we acquire our education regardless of the failure of OPA and the YECABAO to address the issues of salaries.
And also, as Zimbabwe National Students Union, want also to unite with the ZINASU to advise students not to come to college till further notice, to notice from the student leadership, because it's the one who will give direction to the students. And so, Zimbabwe National Students, with the ZINASU, we are saying students should not come back to campus because lecturers and cooks are still on strike. And there are still strikes. They should first remove those strikes so that the students will walk freely on campuses. Thank you so much.